Yo, what's up, everybody? After a while, we are back here with This Ain't a Dating Show XXX. And our guest, I'm sure a lot of you would like to date her, and the same goes with me. A lot of people out there would like to date me. But this ain't a dating show XXX, so we are not speaking about that. We are speaking about the dating industry. This is the podcast from Masters in Cash, and sorry for everybody that was waiting urgently to have a new video, but you have to have the right guests for this. Finally, we have one again. Today's topic is SEO and backlinks in the dating industry. Something that is getting, again, I would say, super important. Media buying had his big hooray, social had his big hooray, but now there are some threats. Some of them are known to us, some are not known to us, but SEO traffic always delivers. So I think it's not only the right person, but also the right timing to speak about this revival. So Mina, thank you very much for being here in this show.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too. And we met 1 year ago at the AW Summit, and we will meet there in 1 month again, not even. But for the people that were not on this conference or on the others where they could meet you, please introduce yourself. Who are you and what are you doing? What is your company doing?
Of course. So my name is Mina, and I work for Basum, and I've been there 4.5 years. And what we do at Basum is help our clients to rank higher on Google. And this is where we have like a backlink platform where clients can go in and buy their own backlinks, or we help them with strategies for doing this the best way. And I think my role in the company is very, how do you say? So they send me out everywhere. So around the world to get our brand out there, to get the big fishes, and also like retaining the good clients we have. And
And
I
appearing
believe,
on podcasts.
yeah, exactly. And I believe they used my face on a stand in Sao Paulo where I wasn't even there. So, but I'll take that as a compliment.
I saw your face on the booth in Cyprus. And I think were not only putting you, I think they put also your colleague there.
Yeah, Stefan Knapp, of course.
Stefan Knapp, yeah, like Batman and Robin, you always appear as
The
a duo.
trouble,
Yeah,
the
so
trouble
actually,
duo.
I'm surprised that he's not joining now and says like, "Sorry guys, I'm 5 minutes late.
Yeah,
So I had to get my snooze or my snuff or how this is called."
yeah. Maybe he'll jump in.
Yeah,
Who knows?
or Thomas, we
Yeah,
had the topic before. So
yeah.
let's kick in directly with the first question. And of course, bring your expertise from your daily work, but also where you offer maybe solutions.
Yep.
So there was, I would say around 1 month ago, an update happening. From my understanding, it was affecting a lot the creator industry, but where creators are is also dating traffic. Can you tell us what was happening in the last month, maybe, and how it was affecting the adult industry in general?
Yeah. I think it's been, oh, we can work with this slide as well. I think actually it's a general thing we are seeing in the dating industry that people are going away from doing black hat stuff or gray hats and do it more like in a holistic way, the SEO. Because SEO is super important, and especially in this industry where it's hard to get banners or advertising in a normal way like e-commerce. So SEO is getting more important, and the way you're doing it, so more organically and getting the right links at the right sites with the right content, basically. So we're just seeing people going more for a like quality than quantity.
So was it something like a purge that Google was fighting the black hat guys, but left the ones that are doing it legit, even if it's an explicit topic alone?
I think I would say like the worst thing you can get is a penalty, right? But if you're doing your SEO work and it's a marathon, I mean, it takes long time and work for it to work. But if you're doing it the right way and a very holistic way, when Google comes with updates, you're probably safe anyway.
What you would include in a holistic way, what belongs, I mean, it's also a dynamic process. If somebody watches this one in 1 year, they will say like, but from current status, what is belonging to a holistic SEO approach?
So relevance. 100%. And in this industry, I mean, the content you have on your site should be like educating content. Like that's, I think it's very important to have a look at the users or visitors to your site. Who are they and what are they looking for in order to come to your sites? So
So
instead of doing things to get a lot of traffic at once that maybe isn't even relevant, the holistic approach is to get also the right backlinks that we are doing and helping, because that brings authority to your site in Google's eyes, basically. Like this site trusts the brand or the reviewing dating site, for example.
okay, we speak about this in a bit more in the next question, but one question about the educational part. What you would consider like a dating site, not us as the advertiser, or but really the affiliate that are bringing users there to send it then to different advertisers. What would be educational content that you consider relevant for Google that to rank higher? Beside, of course, the backlinks and the technical wise is everything in place.
Yeah. So I would say if you have like a lifestyle approach to it, it depends on what you're working with, of course, and what kind of clients or visitors you're looking for. But it could be like tips, how to, you have to bring value to the reader. So insights, maybe like, I don't know, how to please your man, or, if it's working in that area.
And what about this is very typical. We don't have it too much, but because our products function a little bit different, but it's very common also to have, let's say, this classified. So it's practically something like dating ads, but they are very SEO style. What about these things? It's not really like like educational, because it's just like different persons. But people are reading the text, they are checking the pictures before they go to the page. How is this kind of things considered?
Um, I don't. What do you mean really with
So,
the?
for example, what is very common in dating is you take like a profile and you put it on your page and you make then a deep link to the advertiser directly to this profile. But
Yeah,
people are first coming to you and it goes, for example, with a very long tail. I'm a horny redhead with a big ass and I live in Bavaria, something like this. This is not really educational. How is content like this treated now? Not speaking that it was AI
yeah.
generated, so really that it's like legit handwritten, let's say.
I think you again have to have a look and take a step back and what are they searching for on Google, and how can we approach that in content? So when someone types in that description in Google, how does your site come up there, or the creator?
And you mean
So
how it
you want to
comes up
create the
compared to
answers.
others?
I mean, so we work with the rankings, right? So if there's a comparison sites comparing different creators,
Mm.
you want to be on top, so you have all the profiles on your site. So that's what I mean. If you're good with the content there and have the answers to the like the one who's searching for this on Google, Google will probably take that information and highlight it so it gets
In,
up.
in our
So
case, it will not be a creator, but I think the concept can be adjusted. They are looking maybe for like hottest OnlyFans girl in Sweden, or and then you can also have like a hot MILF in Sweden looking to date in Malmö or something like this. So it goes in a similar direction
yeah, I think you could be more creative in this industry compared, for example, iGaming.
because of
So
regulations, or why?
also because of I mean, the in the iGaming world, for example, people are looking for new players, right? And they are usually very geo targeted, and it's like, what is the best game? The answers they type in, or the questions they type in Google, are very direct, and it's very affiliate heavy. What I think in the dating industry, you can come a long way with being creative in your content and getting also, of course, good backlinks from relevant sites that brings authority to your site, and why people should click into your site, basically.
Okay. Then let's speak a little bit more about the backlinks, your favorite topic, because it's it's paying your paddle sponsorships that you are doing
Yes.
and so on. I hope I was not saying too much, but until this is published, they anyway can sign up for this already. So why backlinks matter when there is such an important on the content and the educational part?
So I would say that backlinks matters more than people believe, because of course your on page have to be on point. And when we take a look at a site, we will also say if you need to maybe remove some links to your site that is harming your site, or if your on page is not on point, you can't start with the back like off page.
What are backlinks that would hurt me? Let's say I have a dating guide for German speakers. What would
Yeah.
be a backlink that would be contra beneficial for me?
So, for example, if you have a lot of links from what we call a link farm, which is a lot of sites maybe with the same IP address, and
Mm-hmm.
that makes it look spammy. Or also, if you're getting a link about, you have a dating site, but the link is from a site about refrigerators. What the hell? There's no nothing relevance there. So it's all about the relevancy.
So a stupid question. So for example, if we have a refrigerator site, and on
Yeah.
this refrigerator site is like this this fridge is perfect for singles. But if you want to find the love of your life, you can get it here, and then you can buy a bigger fridge or so. And then it would link to the dating site. Would it still be bad, even if the context is in some way okay? Or because the main site has a completely different topic? How is that?
I think here you have to just prioritize. Instead of choosing that site, you can choose other sites that are more relevant. And we have a fantastic team in-house that helps our client with this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need some help or have our point of view of things, we gladly set up a meeting, or you can do it directly in our platform where you put in your domain. Hopefully, also, if you know your budget and the keywords you're looking for, our strategist will bring you suggestion of what that should be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, because it doesn't, if you get links from very high, a site with a lot of traffic and high DR, maybe that's not the best solution every time, because you want a dynamic backlink portfolio. So
What does that
relevance,
mean, dynamic?
so some sites that are very relevant to your niche or to your what you are selling, and also sites that are more generic, that has a lot of views maybe about lifestyle, or that's more well known. Because if you have a link from there, Google will see, okay, this site trusts your site and will boost the ranking
Mm-hmm.
because it's made it like high authority, or like reliable, a reliable source.
Okay, so when we are when now we do this and we make the holistic approach, and we see some backlinks, that was the beginning of it, that are harmful. Your team is telling the client, hey, the refrigerator one
Remove.
gone. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
How I for me, as somebody that is not an SEO guy, I have some pages where I play around to learn it a bit,
Yeah.
but they are there since 2017. I practically have not really touched, beside my own branding page.
Hmm.
Um, what are the next steps to do, and how to remove these backlinks, even if it's hosted on some blog? The refrigerator guy is not reacting to me what I even do to get rid of that backlink.
So there's some programs you can use for this, and also you can see what links, if you use Ahrefs, for example,
Mm,
or SEMrush or Moz, you can also
yeah.
take a look at who is linking into your site.
Mm.
And I believe, I haven't done it myself, but I know there's a program where you can actually just remove them, remove the links that's going into your site.
Even if you are not owning the page that it's hosting from, and you have no connections, it's cutting it.
Yeah, you can cut it. Yeah. So
Mm,
I believe you have to sort of clean up your backlink portfolio,
mm,
and then start doing it very strategic. Again, not pumping in 100 links at once, because
mm.
that wouldn't feel organic. So yeah.
Okay, so now we did the cleaning. We used this program. It's gone. What's the next step to work on our backlink strategy? And
So
if
I
you
would,
can be very dating or adult specific, if possible.
of course, so like what I mentioned is getting some links from very relevant sites, and also making sure that the content like is suitable for the keywords you're looking to rank. I believe also it's super important for site owners in this vertical to have a look at the keywords. Take a step back. Are they relevant to what we are offering? Are there maybe some low-hanging fruit keywords that we aren't using and we could put some money in getting backlinks on that keyword and then boost your rankings a little bit faster?
Mhm. Okay, we can buy the backlinks. I
Yeah,
remember back in the days, the affiliates, speaking about 15 and a half years ago when I started, they had the circle of webmasters back then
yeah,
in MSN, and they were exchanging the backlinks. And
yeah,
it's still happening, but it's something that I see as very small. Is it something that is dying out, or I just don't see it anymore, or are these people just handing over the business to you and say like, hey, I can provide backlinks, but all these webmasters, they are like
yeah,
very neurotic people. I don't want to work with them. Tamina, Stefan, you do this. How
yeah.
is the situation with this backlinks? How they are exchanged nowadays?
So we don't really work with those smaller sites that look spammy, or you've probably seen some sites and they look the same, but
Yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah. It's
like,
very common,
yeah, and then
especially
there's
with tube
something
sites.
about dating and then something about casino, then it doesn't make sense. So what we
Hmm.
work, the medias we work with in our platform, or who we have an agreement with, are good sites, real sites with real organic traffic, real visitors. So also if we can get a good piece of content there with a link to your site, maybe that will also gain you visitors directly from that article because
Hmm.
it's so relevant.
Yeah.
So we don't really work with those kind of sites anymore because we do want to do it more quali- qualified, or quantity over quantity. Uh, and
Is
this
it
is
then
what we
also
can
maybe
see.
the case that it died a little bit out for that reason that they saw like, okay, I give my friend a backlink, but we are still like both ranked very shit. So it's not even making sense. I just
Yeah.
focus on my own stuff. Is it like this?
Yeah, and it can be harmful to get a lot of links from these sites that doesn't really, bring any values, or no, not
Hmm.
any real sites. Or if it's the same IP addresses for 100 sites and you get a link each from one of each of them, that could be really harmful because it's spammy. But I do want to also say that again, uh, it's super good to take a step back and clean your sites, and also maybe take help from us from Basum, maybe to have a look also with the keywords, because we can do an analysis on that as well for you guys
Hmm.
to see if there's anything we can do that's easy, quick fix.
Would you even go that far and say it's nowadays close to impossible to get the really good backlinks without paying or having some super great connection? No. I just wanted to
Bless you.
give you one second more to think
Bless you.
about it because it's a very challenging question.
Yeah.
So what do
So
you think?
yeah, this is our expertise, because it can be really hard to get good backlinks. And usually you have to, of course, pay an amount, or you can even get a contact with these websites. But
Mm,
we've been working with this for the last 5, 6 years. So those media we work with, we have a good connection already. And we
mm.
usually attend also, if it's a good one, to buy some upfront, because we really appreciate a good bond with the medias. And you can also see, maybe if you buy a link from, I don't know, a guy at this site, maybe it doesn't even come up, or it gets taken down. So we are helping also, if a link is taken down from a site, we will also refund the money for it and find
And
your replacement.
the link usually stays for a certain time and then it expires, or it's rented, or you buy it one time and it stays there until the end of time. What is
Yeah.
usually the concept?
So we want to say permanent, right? But we say 36 months
Okay,
at
3
least.
years. Mm,
Yeah. Some medias there are, so all the guidelines, everything are from the medias, also the price, and we have take a markup on those. So if a site says you can only have it for 1 year, but then we are very transparent to our clients, this link or article will be here for only 1 year, and then you can renew it.
What is if I don't renew it? What is the effect on my site if this link is disappearing?
This is something I think our strategists will also take a look at for you, how much link juice that particular link is bringing to your site.
So it's practically the link juice. Can you translate it with something like the influence on it, or how you would translate it for the people that only had clapping and singing in SEO school?
Yeah. So, how to do this easy? So this good site, they have a whole,
It sells the backlink.
yeah, it's a glass of water and it's filled up, right?
Okay.
With all their link juice. And when they're giving me one link to my site, they're pouring a little bit from theirs to mine. So you're sharing the value, sort of.
That is good, because that would have been my next question. If I
Oh.
would have, look, I gave away some of my water. This is Perla Hagite. Maybe they want to sponsor me. I do it very cheap. But don't give me a backlink from this water. It will not help me because it has no relevance. That was my question. Let's say I would have now the biggest dating blog in Germany. I give them all the advices. I list their profiles, and so on. Why I would not sell 10,000 backlinks every day? I speak with you and I say, Mina, go and sell this. You can have as many as you want. That would be very bad for me describing the glass, because after 1 month, my juice glass would be empty, right?
Yeah, if you're doing it that way, if you're just trying to make money, I think Google will also see that you are just throwing out links there to unrelevant site as well. And that is also not good. So, and I believe when we pick out links for our clients, we also make sure to have a look at that site as well. Who are they linking out to else? Or is it a good site? And that's why we always crawling our own media outlet to see if the sites are still relevant for our clients and qualified to stay in our media outlets. So that's why we don't take in like link farms or sites that are just there for linking out, because we wouldn't recommend that. We would rather go with quality instead of quantity again.
And when you sell these links, it's usually that the guy that is buying it has to write a text that is placed there, or the owner of the page is making a text and says like, okay, what kind of content it should be about, and what I think it's called anchor text should be where the link is. How it usually functions in reality.
So at Bassoon, we do all content. Of course, there's some
You
medias.
create the content for both.
We create, yeah. Sometimes we work with medias who does want to do their own content, because they are very strict with how the content looks. So then we just hand over our clients anchor text, or if they also have some guidelines for their text, and then the media does the content. But 9 out of 10 times we are the ones making the content. And then we have like 3 different packages of the quality of the content, of course, and how specific it is, because our clients also have their guidelines, like how they want the content, right?
I can also imagine that for some stuff, it's not even possible for you to create it in a certain quality. As an example, we are very strong. It's a super niche market, but in Slovakia, trannies and she-male. I'm not sure how many people you and know the she-male market. So I think in cases like this, you need to rely on the content from the client. But I guess in all other, let's say you have a German general MILF dating also, it's for sure easy to say like, yeah, here is the housewife and God knows what.
Yeah, we have some clients as well who wants to write their content, and that's fine. I mean, we are very flexible in that way. So
I have another question, and this is something I wonder since I am in this industry and I saw the first time somebody is selling backlinks. How is the price of the backlink calculated, and how the person that is buying a backlink predict maybe the success? I never paid for a backlink. but I got for my own brand, for the AFPA stuff, I got a few backlinks, but I had to work a lot. So they say like, yeah, okay, we give you a backlink, but for this we expect from you a 1,000 word article, not a topic that you had somewhere else. So I was sitting there maybe a few hours. So if I would put this in money, it would have been a few hundred euros or something like this. So how I even know if it's worth it, no matter if I pay with my body or if I pay with my wallet. How people can predict it and how people calculate the prices. I think the question answers both.
Yeah, I mean, we are very transparent and want to be transparent. So anyone can log into our media, to our platform at Bazoom, and see what medias we work with. But the pricing is up to the media. So of course I can talk to maybe a review site that wants to list their site at our and wants to sell links through us. I can let him know some recommendations on similar sites that we sell. How many articles do we publish and what's their price? But we do want the media to say this is what we want for an article here. It could be anything from 150 euros up to, I think someone takes almost 1,000, even more for an article. But it depends on the media, of course, and the size and also maybe what they want out of it. But yeah, but I believe if you want to start like building links, it's also a good way to go to experts like us because this is the only thing we do. We talk with the medias, get good agreements so we can publish fast, we can do the content in a good way, and there's like no, it's so time saving because if you reach out to a media, hey, I want an article with a link, maybe they answer the first time, maybe not, and then you negotiate the price, and then you have to send the content back and forth. But we already have the agreement in place, so the price, the guidelines for the content, we know how fast it will take to get it up there. I mean, it's so time saving. Uh,
Is there
if you're
something
planning to
like
do it.
a prediction model of increase in visibility and traffic? You cannot predict how it works money-wise, because if the guy has like very bad advertisers, you can send as much traffic as you want. It will simply not convert, not happening to the masters in cash affiliates, of course.
Yeah.
But can you give them a prediction? Of course, it's not exactly, but to say like, look, with this article or with this backlink that you buy for 1,000 euros, our model calculates that you will get 300 extra visitors or 10% more next month, or maybe only 0.5% because it's a small impact. Is there something like this in place, or how people know if there will be an impact?
I think it's super hard, and I believe there's so many SEO managers out there who struggles talking with their boss. Maybe like this is why I want to invest in backlinks, but we can't say that these 10 links are going to bring you 3 rankings up. No, we can predict and say we believe this will bring you value. And then what we do with a lot of clients is sending them like reports. So how is it going, and how much did you get out from these? Or we can see that these sites had an impact on your rankings. But it is an investment more, but it's totally worth it because let's say you have a site and you're ranking high on that one. So that means that people searching for you is getting you on the top. That's usually qualified traffic. And if you so have an ad somewhere and that gets taken down because of regulations, maybe you paid money, but here you're already on the top. So free traffic, sort of, because you earned that top ranking.
I guess with these reports, you can also justify it. And let's say they buy a backlink and the page goes down the next day. You can say like, yeah, okay, it's not because of our backlink. It's because you had beside this a lot of trouble and Google came behind it. If without our backlink, you would be in the nirvana. So yeah. Let's switch a little bit the topic. In media buying and traffic in general, the biggest enemy competitor of dating are not the other dating advertisers. is the iGaming guys. So, where you see like differences between iGaming and dating when it comes to SEO, to backlink, to general strategies, and is there a competition as well between iGaming and dating, or in SEO it's not really touching each other, even when clients are kind of similar?
Well, we touched this a little bit beforehand, while I was talking about in the iGaming, it's very affiliate heavy and it's very geo orientated, and the the guys typing in on Google like what is the best game or where can I earn most money for the games or best, that is more straightforward. Where in the dating industry, it's more you can be more creative, and you have to be more creative to get the right visitors to your site. That's why I think it's very important then to be, have a look at the traffic coming in to your site. Who are they, and are they being active there?
Would you say that the SEO stuff in iGaming is more general than in dating? As I said, in dating, they are looking very local. So that is already adding a lot of variables there. In iGaming, not. No, they say maybe best online poker in
Yeah.
Germany because, or maybe even their county because of jurisdiction, but they will not say like best online poker in Munich. Nobody would search for that.
Mm.
Is it like this that dating has a bigger variation of long tails than iGaming?
Yeah, I would say that 100%. And that's why I think it's more, it's a lot of fun working with the dating industry because you can be more creative. It's very competitive in iGaming for best casino, best online poker. But I
Yeah.
mean, in dating, maybe you can find some of those low-hanging keywords that is gonna bring your rankings up faster.
What you would say is like an investment somebody has to make in dating to have like really an impact. He makes a new page, invests in content, and so on, and really wants to rank. Is it something that you can achieve already with an investment of 1,000 euros, or you say like, hey, with 1,000 euros multiplied by 10, how you see that?
Of course, this depends on the keywords you are trying to rank on because some is more competitive than others. Also, how new your site is, because you want to do it in a slow, strategic way that is very organic, rather than you start a new site and you have a lot of money and just bump it into links, because that would be
Hmm.
spammy. Uh, so it depends a little bit on the goals for the client, but this is also something we could recommend on a strategic meeting with us. So based on your goals. Uh,
And another question about the goals. Is it recommended to buy these backlinks for your page? So let's say really for the main page, or you better buy it for some, I don't know, sub pages or articles. What is a better strategy?
I think it should be a mix.
Mm,
Some that goes to your homepage, and some maybe for if you have an affiliate site for the reviewings. Or
mm,
so we would recommend a mix, also with the keywords, that you have some keywords directly to your brand, that's your brand, and some that maybe are a bit long tail and relevant in that site. Uh, so a good mixture, I believe.
okay. Um, so quite a few things already answered. I have to cut away some of the
Fast.
questions here. Yeah, but it's always like this with the podcast. It goes into a very interesting dynamic. And when I know only a little bit about it, like here, I have more questions that are more general. So there are people out there, they say like, what is this now? And others will say like, wow, I didn't even
Yeah,
know that you can buy backlinks.
but the thing, I feel like SEO is very funny because there's no one knows what's right or wrong, and people believe in so different things, what works and not works. So that's why many just go into a platform and do their own work. We don't even, we can say, hey, how are you? How's it going? Saw your order. Great. While some wants to get our approach to their situation. But we learn a lot because we have a lot of clients in the different industries. So we can also follow them and learn from them.
Are you working only in this, let's say, when you say you work in many industry in this gray zones, or you also do like super white hat stuff, like the refrigerator guy that you mentioned?
Yeah.
You
And
do
some
everything.
sells pools, and I had one guy, he sold Christmas sweaters. So we work with a lot of media agencies, especially in the Scandics, where the media agencies are helping their clients, and then they buy only the backlinks from us because we have such a good relationship with the medias, and it's very easy work for them to just
Okay.
let us do the backlinking work, and then they'll take care of the rest.
So everything.
Yeah. But we're the
And
biggest in iGaming, and then we're growing a lot in crypto space, and dating is of course very interesting for us.
it is, especially as I said in the beginning, I see a bit on a revival in SEO. For us, for example, we have markets on CPL. They are absolutely horrible. It's like just burning money. Not always for the affiliates, for them sometimes also, but in SEO it's like gold mines. Okay,
Yeah.
we run this then usually on rev share, so it's not that we have a financial risk, but let's say when it's a CPL deal on media buying, we need 100 clients that one guy is paying. In SEO, it's like maybe we need 5 guys and one is paying. So it's
Yeah.
like a very big difference. So it
Yeah.
becomes more and more important.
Yeah. I remember my first conference at a like a dating adult show.
Which one was
And,
this?
I think my first was Tess or Icon. One of those was my first. Anyway, people were so surprised. They were like, "Can you actually do this for like adult stuff? Like how? So we felt also we found a little gold mine. Also because of the restriction in this industry, SEO is something you should really prioritize because that is more steady. Um,
Is it harder to convince us dating people to spend money on a backlink than in iGaming? Are we a bit too new to understand it 100%?
it takes more beers, yes.
It takes more beers.
But yeah, but I think that's maybe
More
also what it is.
Benspretere.
Exactly. Uh, I feel like in this industry is more about trust as well, trusting your partners, and before you try it, maybe if you haven't tried backlinks before.
That's
I
why
don't.
your face is now on the
Yeah,
on the
trust me.
roller. Trust me, yeah. Trust me, I have backlinks. So okay, to build trust, it's always good to come with like numbers and KPI.
Yeah.
What type of metrics are the most important ones for affiliates to measure if they are going in the right direction with their SEO strategy?
Yeah. So of course their traffic health. They should have a look.
What is traffic
Uh,
health?
like who is visiting our site? Are they
Is it
relevant? Are they doing something there, or how did they get there? Is
so you
their
measure the
traffic?
time they spend on the page, or what are typical things to measure there?
Oh, now you disappeared. Now you're back.
Yeah,
What did you say?
backlink. So yeah, I'm back. I'm back like the Basum backlinks that you can buy. So what are the typical things to measure the traffic health?
Yeah, you can see how if they are active or not on your site. So the traffic health, also if it's growing or decreasing, is there something you have changed on the site? But yeah, keep track on your traffic coming in, and then I would say you have to be on point with your keywords as well. Are they relevant? Are you targeting the most relevant keywords for your site or your business? And also there, again, you can see if you're missing some like low-hanging fruits there that could be easy to target and not that
How you
competitive.
know that you are missing this low-hanging fruits? Is this only possible if you have already some content on this page and you see people react on this content, but you never put a focus on that?
I mean, you have to get to know your visitors. That's why I said
Mhm.
like the traffic health first. So who is coming into your site? And then you will learn if the keywords. I think the research, you have to go back to basics and do the research on the users you want there.
So
And
typical example from dating now, to have it like in a practical use. You are having a blog and you were only making it for the dating in Germany. So the entire content is written in German, but you are not writing their German dating advice. It's just called dating advice or something like this. But you made it for the German speakers. And all the ads and so on are targeting really the Germans. But then you realize that 50% of your traffic comes from Austria and Switzerland without targeting them. And they also
mhm,
behave better. And if 50% comes from these two countries that are together, not even half of what Germany has, you know that you
mhm.
have there a bigger impact. Is this something like a low-hanging fruit you discovered and by accident, and you make more content for this? So dating advice for Switzerland, dating advice for Austria. You buy a backlink that is coming from another site that is called Swiss Dates or something like this. Is this how it functions with the low-hanging fruits and how you can combine content with backlinks?
Um, it's more what I mean with low-hanging fruits in terms of keywords is maybe you can go in Ahrefs, for example, and we also help with that doing a keyword analysis because you can see what people are searching, how much did that search or that keyword turn into a visitor,
Mhm.
right? And then you can go through how did they end up on my site, and maybe there's a keyword there you haven't even put any effort in, but people end up at your site anyway from that. What if we put some more efforts in doing backlinks with the anchor text on this keyword? Maybe that could oh, help you gain some rankings faster.
Okay. Um, Now we come actually to nearly the last question. We have then the golden nugget, but that's not a real question, not a classical one. If you would start now a completely new dating project, not as a dating advertiser, but like as a blog or review site, what
Mhm.
would be your first steps to do, and when you can expect maybe even traffic? Because I think a lot of people gave up on SEO and moved to media buying because they don't have the patience to wait.
Mm.
What you would say on a completely new project, a new domain, no backlinks, you put in the content, you put in an effort, you buy backlinks, you have maybe some friends give you also some smaller ones. How long it takes until you see results, and what are the steps that you have to do beside the things that I mentioned now?
Of course, it depends on the competitiveness around the topic you're choosing or the site. I mean, how hard is it to get the rankings here?
Mm.
Um, but again, if you don't have also the most biggest budget, you have to be smart and strategic and allocate it in wisely. And with that saying, giving content on your site that is very like giving value to the readers, and being creative and getting to know the traffic you want to approach, combined with getting some backlinks that are very relevant, and also in context where maybe you could get some brand awareness from that, doing some PR uh, with these backlinks that also could help you bring some like trustworthiness from that. But
But
then
how long it
slowly,
takes around until something happens?
mm, I would say maybe 3 months at
Ah,
least.
not even that long.
But again, it depends on the keywords you're choosing because some are very competitive.
Okay, if you select best dating United States and you don't buy a backlink and say like, okay, wait, you will never appear, or you appear on
Yeah,
page 1 billion or
yeah,
something like this. But yeah, like a standard target. Okay, so from
yeah,
3 months on, we can, in the best case,
yeah. I
already
would
see
say, yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. But I
Okay.
mean, the best way when you start a new site is to surround you with people who's very good at what they do as well to get some maybe tips and tricks and take advantage that businesses like ours exist and can help you with the strategic plan for the backlinks portfolio, for example, and see what works and not works.
Can you recommend maybe also some SEO boards or meetups where you say like, I know this kind of stuff is really top notch?
I'm going to host an SEO event soon.
Ah, okay, there
Well,
you
I
go.
think we would do a little bit of like a masterclass or, help people do it instead of only like meeting up for beers and bensprättaren. That it could also be a little bit that we can help each other how we work with SEO.
Where you make this?
You will see. You will find out.
Ah,
But
okay.
yeah,
Because you have now the opportunity to promote it.
yeah,
There's 2 million people watching it,
yeah.
but
I don't know
then,
why my boss he gave me some money. I don't do that. But now we're gonna host an event about that as well to help yeah,
but
people
you
get
don't know
started.
yet when and where it is.
No, but I'll keep you updated 100%.
Okay, good. Once you post it, send me a reminder, and I will also share that.
Of course.
So yeah, then we come to the last point, and this is the so-called golden nugget. This is the best advice that you can give out to the listeners here. That was not shared like 1 million times. You can make it over SEO for dating, but you can also say like, hey, don't eat yellow snow or something like that is maybe a bit more general.
So a golden nuggets. I would say this gonna sound a bit douchey maybe, but I feel like people like overcomplicate things very easy. So
In
if
general
you
or in SEO?
in SEO, but that's just my point of view of it. I believe people should really take a step back sometimes and really do the research, as I said, from the visitors and have a look at the relevance and quality compared to quantity. Yeah, take a step back and have a look at the users you want to attract or the visitors and bring that to your site. I
Yeah,
will say
it's
that.
I'm not following too much about SEO, but it's not something that I heard before that they say like analyze again the people that are visiting you. It's more about potential that you can achieve additionally, not what is already there. So it's not really like it's what you describe as more like a growth hacking strategy.
But that works in SEO as well,
Mm.
from our point of view. Yeah.
If it's from your point of view, then it must be right, I guess.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, okay, that's it for today. Big thanks to Mina Pousset. Have I pronounced it correctly?
It's French. I don't speak French.
Okay, from Mina from Basum. Let's make it. Stefan would be easier. Stefan
Yeah,
Knapp. That's for
Stefan.
me as a German. Like, Stefan Knapp here, my homie. Here, Vince Petere. So no, Mina from Basum. Thank you very much for joining here. Thank you very much for teaching me something. Thank you very much for teaching our audience something. And of course, also thank you very much to our host, my employer, Masters in Cash, for giving us this wonderful forum. I put Mina's contact details downstairs. And if you want to learn more about how to improve the SEO on your page with strategic holistic approaches and acquiring the right backlinks, she and her team are a fantastic team for that. And very cool people to hang out
Thank you
with.
so much as well for having me.
Okay, then I see you in 2 weeks. And yeah, I wish you a very successful day. Thank you again.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye bye.